Yes, good morning everyone. Hello, good morning everyone. Am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, hello, good morning everyone. Oh, yes, Bhanupriya joined us, Ashwini joined us. Yes, good morning Ashwini, good morning Bhanupriya. Good. Akshay, very good morning. Good. A favorite question which I used to ask every time. Okay. Yes, those who haven't downloaded the app of Unacademy, please download the app. My special classes are available on the app. Please download it and take the advantage of Unacademy. Next, those who are new here, let me introduce myself once again. My name is Harshvardhan Singh, and on this platform, I'm going to teach you all the aspects of history, including history optional, economics, and international relation. Currently, my lecture series on world history as well as international relation is going on, and soon I'm going to launch economic lecture series. First, I'm going to discuss the basic concepts of economics in that, and then I'm going to take the details of economics, which is important from mains point of view. Okay, so I'm having 8 year experience in the field of civil services as an educator, and earlier I was selected as an intelligence bureau officer. Those who want to connect me, those who want to contact with me, then this is my Telegram channel at unacademy underscore harshv10, and you can connect with me through our Unacademy app, and my address is Harshvardhan Singh for you. So you can connect with me there. These are our top educators. Please do watch their video. It will be more beneficial for you. Those who haven't taken subscription of Unacademy, please have a subscription of Unacademy so that you will get the more advantage of it. We have Plus as well as Iconic subscription. I insist you to have Iconic subscription because here you are getting the everything from the Unacademy, including the personal feedback and study planner. We have 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 year, 3 year subscription as well. But at least I insist you to have a 12-month subscription because within that particular time you are going to cover your UPSC syllabus. So whenever you are going to take the subscription, please use my code. This is my code. Harshvi10 is my code. You will get 10% discount as well as you are going to count 5 max too. Yes, this is UPSC Combat. You know the information. Those who haven't, please read the information on the app. When you are going to participate in that, the prices are there. Along with that, alert. This alert is only for you. That is 6 months left for your prelims examination. So these are the batches we are going to launch for prelims examination. Do join these batches. It will be more beneficial for you. Yes. And one more last alert. That is price hike is there. Those who are really interested to have a subscription, please take the subscription before it's too late. Okay, these are the screenshots of my special classes. It is available. Please do watch. Now, yes, Purbayan. Purbayan is also joined us. Good. India and Russia. Today we are going to discuss the bilateral relationship between India and Russia, and one most important aspect of it, that is, as the size of Russia is big, so that's why India and Russia relation is also having the same aspect. It is a vast ocean. So it is not going to cover in one lecture. Yes, please remember. Today I'm going to discuss the first part of it. The second part of it I'm going to discuss over the Unacademy app in the special classes. So please keep this in mind. Russia. This is the map of Russia, as some of you quite aware of this Russia. Yes, yes. Just look at this closely. Then I'm going to ask some question related to it. Yes, Russia, these people are basically lying with you. not just with you, with the world. They said that it is a country. Just look at their size. Their size is more than a continent. Yes, it started from Moscow and ended it here. Which which cities? Vladivostok. Yes, just look at the vastness. Yes, everyone, have you gone through the map of Russia? Good. I'm having some basic questions for you. And yes, those who are new here, once again, let me introduce myself. That is not my introduction as a name. This is an interactive session. Yes, an interactive session. It means two-way communication. So I'm going to ask question and I'm expecting the answer from you. At the same time, you have the liberty to ask the question related to this topic or any other queries there, and it's my duty to answer you. Clear? So it is an interactive session. It should not be you're watching a movie and you're going out. Clear? And yes, do not take any tension while giving answers. Remember one thing. You are here to do the mistake and I'm here to assist you so that you are not going to repeat the same mistake in your exam. Clear? Now look at this thing. I'm having some basic question for all of you. Tell me one thing. How many countries share the borders with Russia? Yes. Question is very simple. How many countries shares border with Russia? Oh, one first answer this question. Yes, how many countries shares the border with Russia? Yes, fast. Hmm. It is just like an open book test for you. Everything is there. Just you have to count it. And remember, I'm not doing time pass. Whenever I'm going to ask the question, it is having some significance. Kirti said 10, Raj said 15, Purbayan said 10, Akshay said 7, Kalpesh said 10, 7. Hmm. Really? Really? You, even Russian doesn't know that such countries are there with. Yes? Really? Is that the case? Okay. I'm giving you the answer like okay. The same question I'm going to modify. How many Asian countries share border with? Yes, Preeti also said 7. Good, very good. It's absolutely wrong. Now the modified question for you. How many Asian countries share border with Russia? Yes, those who said 7, their answer is completely wrong. Just look at the size. Don't you think so that India shares the border with around 7 countries? If India is much smaller in size as compared to Russia, how it is possible the country like Russia, the largest country in the world, shares the border with only 7 countries? Don't you think it's an insult of Russia only? What Putin is going to think? Manupriya said 14. Okay. So my modified question for you, as you express your knowledge now. Just look at the map and tell me how many Asian countries shares the border with Russia. Hmm. 6 Asian countries shares border with Russia. As Urbain said, Kirti said 3. Okay, good. Very good. Go on, go on. I want diversity in answer. Yes, I want diversity in answer. Go on, go on. Don't you think so? Everything is in front of you. If you're not going to qualify the open book examination, then it's really difficult if such type of question asked in prelims. Raj said 5. Okay. Yes, what about others? Hmm. What about others? Yes, am I audible to you? Whether you get the question? Yes, everyone. Whatever I have written, whether you get it or shall I repeat? Ashwini said Kazakhstan, North Korea, China, Mongolia. How many states? Only 4. Read. Oh, oh. 1 2 3 4. गुड. चलो आपका हो गया होगा तो हम बता दें. Yes, question you get. Good. Then why you're not replying? Why you're not answering? I'm saying there are 5 countries, 5 Asian countries which shares border with Russia. I'm saying that. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. Ashwini added 2 more countries. Okay, how it is possible? Yes, common sense here. Kazakhstan is there, Mongolia is there, here China. The screen, 3 countries. Here the North Korea is there. Yes, North Korea shares their border with Russia. North Korea is there. Then, don't you think so? This country is there. Yes, here. Can we consider this country as a part of Central Asia? Can we consider Georgia as a part of Central Asian countries? Yes, can we consider Georgia? I gave you the answer. 5 countries. Now you have to find it. And those who said 7 countries which share the border with Russia, it is absolutely wrong. 5 countries are there in Asia. I'm going to tell you this name. Yes, don't you think so? Norway shares the border with it. Don't you think so? Finland shares the border with it. Don't you think so? Ukraine shares the border with it. So if these countries are shared, it is more than 7. Yes, everyone. Now you get it. I purposely asked this question. Purposely. Just to check your knowledge. Along with that, this is having significance while we are going to discuss the economic aspect of Russia, their asset, and their main asset is basically presence of natural gases. Clear? And these countries are connected with Russia through gas pipeline. Yes, everyone. So now it's your duty to find out which country is there. I mentioned the four country, name of the four country, which is the fifth country which shares the border. Sorry. Along with that, how many European countries are there which shares border with Russia? And for one hint, I just want to give to you, that is, these all were the part of USSR. Now it's clear to all of you. Yes, everyone. So this is a basic question related to physical map of Russia. One more question, which UPSC asked in their prelims examination, whether or no, it's clear that is USA and USSR, USA and Russia. USA and Russia divided by which, what we can say, water body. Yes, though UPSC asks same question in different word, but the crux is the same. USA and Russia divided by which water body? Yes, any answer? Do you have any answer? And do you know that Alaska was basically part of Russia for a long, and Russia gave it to USA? Yes, just look at the map closely. Maybe you will get the answer. Yes, everyone, boys and girls. Kalpesh said Bering Sea. Kirti said Pacific Ocean. Ashwini said Pacific Ocean. Anaga, yes, Anaga, you joined lately. Anaga said Bering Strait. Kalpesh said Pacific Ocean, Bering Sea. Do one thing, boys and girls. As I mentioned, this question was asked by UPSC in previous year question paper. So it is having some significance. It is not by sea or ocean. One strait is there. Yes, one strait is there. And you have to find out the name of that strait. Clear? Yes, is that clear to all of you? Yes, everyone. Akshay used his common sense. Yes, of course, it is a Bering Strait. Yes, Bering Strait divided by USA and Russia. Clear? Questions are very simple. Though I am teaching you international relation, but it doesn't mean that UPSC is having everything in separate thing. These all are connected with each other. While studying international relation, remember one thing, read the map carefully so that it will help you to find out the answers of geography as well. But whenever anybody, any topper is going to tell you the same thing, or any educator is going to tell you, read the map. So what you're going to do, you can take an atlas and then you are going to read. It is not the way to read the map. Whenever you're going to read any particular aspect related to that topic or to that country, then try to read, and because it will be helpful for you to reconnect with you. Okay, Bering Strait. Now this thing is clear. I don't think so in your whole life you will have this problem. Yes, you will definitely answer that Bering Strait divided USA and Russia. So this is the way you can read the map. Clear to you, everyone? Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Clear? A basic I just ask you. One more asset is there with Russia, that is Russia is having Arctic Ocean, and you know that earlier this Arctic Ocean was basically, yes, this Arctic Ocean was basically what we can say, island only. Yes, Iceland. No navigation. Yes, no navigation. But thanks to climate change, and use of technology, Russia Russia is using Arctic Ocean for navigation. Oh, clear? Arctic Ocean, it was wholly covered by ice. Earlier, it was really difficult to navigate from that area, but due to the climate change, melting of the ocean is a continuous process, and because of that reason, and along with the use of technology, Russia uses it for transportation, for navigation. Because just look at the map carefully, you will get to know that Russia is a kind of landlocked country. Kind of. Why? Because they are having access to ocean in east. Yes, Russia is having access to east here. But don't you think so? It is a far from Moscow. It is a far away from Moscow. So it's not advisable or feasible for Russia to use the ocean. Hence, if they want to sell anything from Moscow or in this part, St. Petersburg and all, it's not feasible for them. But right now, it's very feasible for them while using the Arctic Ocean route. Point is clear to all of you? Good. Now we are going to discuss the another aspect, the background of Russia, maybe the historical factor, geographical factor, economic factor. We are going to discuss the background of it. And yes, those who join me today only, I just want to let you know, without understanding the background or historical background of that particular country, it's really difficult for us to understand the international relations. Most of you do the same mistake while reading international relation. You are going to refer any short notes which is available in the market and you consider yourself as the best in that. But while representing yourself in the paper, you face lots of difficulty. Clear? So if you are having strong foundation, it's very easy for you to add the information while writing the answers regarding that particular question. Clear? Now, background, of course, Russia is the world's largest country. Everybody knew this fact. Second, it spread in Eurasia. What is Eurasia? Yes, everyone. As we mentioned, it is the largest country in the world. Yes, we agree. Along with that, I asked you earlier only, I asked you the question how many countries shares the border, and you are going to find it out. Don't worry, I'm giving you the answer of this thing while discussing the second part of this India-Russia relationship. Yes, what is Eurasia? It is Europe plus Asia. Good. But how? One more question, as I'm very what we can say, a inquisitive person, just like a child. I'm having another question for you. Exactly. Asia plus Europe. Another question for you. How can we derive that, or how can we differentiate, demarcate Europe and Asia? Yes, you mentioned it is spread in Europe as well as Asia. So there should be some point. No, no. From this point, it is considered as a Europe. This point, it is considered as a Asia. Yes. Is there any division? Yes. How can we demarcate that is Europe from Asia? When we club these two, we can consider it is a part of Eurasia. I agree with you. But is there any demarcation point or any specific thing by which we can say, okay, Kalpesh said Ural mountain. Really? Kalpesh? Really? Confirm. Yes, confirm. Oh, Nilesh, you also joined Ural Mountains. Yes, it is confirmed thing. Yes, here it is mentioned. Yes. Good, good. Ural Mountain. This is a Ural Mountain. This portion is part of Europe. This portion is part of Asia. Good, very good. Now, the second most of the population spread in European region. This is the fact that most of the Russian population spread in European region. One more thing. Why? What do you think? Means there should be some reason, no? Without reason, it is not possible. And we are interested in that reason. Yes, most of the population spread in the European region. But why in European region? Why not in Asia? Whether they don't like Asia? Whether they hated us? Yes, we are Asian country. Whether they hated us? Or whether the facilities are more in Russia, Europe. That's why they left us. Yes, everyone? Yes, Kirti, exactly, exactly. Yes, Ashwini, exactly. Now you get it. Why? Because presence of Serbia. And you know, Serbia, cold place, harsh climate. Yes, harsh climatic conditions. Yes, now you are thinking on the rational line. I really liked it. Good. Because of the harsh climatic condition, most of the European population is living in the, most of the Russian population living in the European area. Next, next background, that is, this is a, historically, it was ruled by Tsar dynasty. That dynasty ruled for a long time. And you know that in world history lecture we discuss how, who, when. Clear? Yes. Russia was a main balance of power in Europe, and this dynasty ruled there till 1917. And till 1917 they followed the practice of absolute monarchy. Clear? So these all things we discuss in the world history lecture. Those who missed that, please do watch the video. As power struggle was going on, Russia participated in both the World War. Yes, they participated in both the World War, the First World War and Second World War. First World War and Second World War. In the First World War, they participated in the beginning, but later on retreated, and in Second World War played an important role to defeat Germany. Yeah. So you know the fact very clearly that while participating in the First World War, Russia's financial condition was not so good. Economically, they suffered so much losses. Along with that, human resource losses were also there. And because of that reason, there was a severe, what we can say, financial position of Russia, and this severity leads to revolution, and that leads to the revolution of 19 revolutions. As I added in that because two revolutions in the same year, revolutions of 1917, and these revolutions ended the Tsarist regime. But as the Menshevik revolution was there in February March, but still they were not in a position to satisfy the needs of the masses, and which paved the way for another revolution, and that is October-November revolution known as Bolshevik revolution. And this Bolshevik revolution is inspired the idea of socialism, which is presented by the Marx, and finally that leads to the formation of communist Russia. Clear? So this is the historical background. Russian Revolution, this topic we already discussed in world history lecture. So that is the advantage. The one person is going to teach the both topic. Okay, next. Russia is full of natural resources. Yes, just look at the vast length mass of the country. Vast. It is full of natural resources, and most important blessed to Russia, that is petroleum products. And you know what? It produces more than 25%. In other words, it produces more than one-fourth of world's natural gas. So can you say that Russia is a leader in natural gases? Yes, Russia is the most important leader, and Russia is an most important supply of natural gas in European countries through pipelines. And recently, maybe in last 2-3 years, you may heard that Russia shut off their supply to the European countries just to pressurize them to pursue the policy according to the Russia. Yes, this happened. Yes, have you heard about it anywhere, or have you? Means nowadays such news are not there in channels or the newspaper, but once upon a time it was there. To pressurize the European country to pursue the policy according to the Russia, they did that. Clear? So it shows that hegemony of Russia over natural gases. Yes. One more question. One more question. A very basic question to all. How many time zones are there in Russia? Yes, very basic question for you. How many time zones are there in Russia? General knowledge question. Yes, boys and girls, through which I can check your knowledge of geography as well, whether you read the NCERT or not. Farooq, 15 time zone. Oh, oh. Neha said 11. Purbain said 11. Kirti said 15. Ashwini said 11. Oh, oh, there is a confusion between you guys only. Sankalpa said 11. Yes, of course, there are 11 time zone only. How to find out how many time zones are there? Akshay, it's 11 only, not 12. How to find out? Just divide the country into 15 degrees. Suppose this is the Russia. Divide it into 15 degree channel, you will get the exact answer. Because 15 degrees is considered as a 1 hour. Got it? Yes, there are 11. Yes, Lata, exactly. Exactly. Clear? 15 degree, if you are going to divide it, you will get the answer. There are 11 time zones. Farooq, you are so much confirm about 15. Okay, you can give the answer 15. Clear? Next, the position of Russia during the Cold War. The position of Russia during the Cold War. As you know that Russia played an important role after Second World War. Why? Because after World War II, world is divided into bipole, that is USA and USSR. That is communism versus capitalism. USSR provided the leadership of communism. So now they played a most important role in that. How? Because whenever the problem is there in the world, these two countries, USA and USSR, take interest in that. A local problem gets easily internationalized because the presence of USA or USSR. So that's why the first point is clear. Played most important role in international relations. Clear? It played an important role in international relations. Very best example, as we have mentioned, the Korean War, Vietnam War, Afghanistan. You will get to know this. And USSR is a group of communist countries. Yes, USSR is a group of communist countries. And it is having the same thing, that is communist country from Asia as well as communist country from Europe. This USSR, that is Union Soviet Socialist Republic. Russia is the leader of that. So because of this large bloc is there, they dominate the world at that time. But 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 this but is most important. This in this case of USSR, only Russia is a powerful. Only Russia was powerful. And what about rest? Rest were not at all that much powerful. They are totally rely on USSR or totally rely on Russia. Can you consider Kazakhstan as a most important power right now? Hence they can challenge USA. Can you consider Azerbaijan? Yes. Can you consider Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia? Of course not. Just look at these countries right now. They are not that much developed as compared to the European countries. Basically, Western European countries, Eastern European countries are not that much developed. Means basically, Russia is a leader of poor countries. Russia is a leader of poor countries. So how it is possible that this bloc become a powerful with help of one country? Just look at the bloc of USA. You will get to know that USA, this leadership. Let's take example of NATO. France was there, Britain was there, clear? Germany. Can we consider this NATO or capitalist group is more powerful? Germany is still most important power. Britain is still most important power. France is still most important power. It, they were, they are. And of course, USA is the most important power. So basically, this capitalist bloc is a bloc of rich and powerful countries. Whereas on the other side, Russia only the powerful country and rest were totally dependent on Russia. So don't you think so? This is going to add more burden over the finances. This is going to add more burden over Russia. Yes, everyone? Oh, yes. Don't you think so? It is going to add more burden. Of course. Let's take an example, a very common example. In your family, suppose your father or mother is the sole bread earner, and in my family, all the members of my family are earning bread for themselves. Don't you think so? I am having much more better position than you. Of course, simple. Yes. So this point is clear. It is having to more burden. Now, as I mentioned, USSR or Russia provided the leadership for communist bloc, and their idea was the spread of communism and communist idea in the world, and they did it wonderfully. Sooner the power captured by dictators means the power, basically Stalin is the most important person who captured the power, who became the dictator, and from then onward dictatorship in Russia was continued process. And because of this dictatorship, oppression of people, suppressions of their demand was a very common factor. So when these countries joined Russia to form the Soviet Union, at that time they thought that they will be the partner, they will play the equal role in that, but it didn't happen. Why? Because of the dictators present in USSR. They suppress the will of people, and that leads to dissatisfaction, discontent among the masses. Yes, they were not happy with the idea of communism, but they don't have any choices. Clear? Next, as the Cold War is there, and Cold War is basically non-decisive war. Everybody is investing in that. No result in that. No concrete result in that. And because of this unending competition with the capitalist country made the Russian economy worst. Yes, the Russian economic condition became the worst because of this. And finally, as you know, people were having discontent, financial condition was worst, people are not satisfied with that, and finally that leads to the fall of USSR in 1991. A bloc, a most important bloc of the communist country ended. Clear? So this is the Cold War situation, the Russia and Cold War. All the points are clear to you. Whatever we have written, all the points are clear to you. Yes, everyone? Clear. Good. Next, post-Cold War. In the post-Cold War, after 1991, situation changes drastically. Once upon a time, a leader, now nowhere. How to deal with that? So, post-Cold War, just after 1991, situation of Russia was worst as their old allies lost their faith in Russia, and Russia faces several losses because they lost the territory as well. because when they were the part of the scene, that is USSR, they invested, that is Russia invested in these countries. Clear? Now these parts were not the part of Russia, so the financial losses were there, and because of that reason, Russia remained alone in international platform for some time. As we mentioned, the pieces, the difficulties as the loss of territories and resources were there. For a brief time, there was a period of political instability in Russia. Yes, the condition was so worse that people were selling their daughters to earn the money. It was a situation. Situation was really, really worst in Russia during 1991 till 2000. Then one person came, Putin, Vladimir Putin. He came to power. Putin, forget about any hero. He is much more than hero, and he is a very dangerous person because he was the head of one of the most important international secret agency. That is, yes, do you know the name of a secret agency of Russia? General knowledge question. Because UPSC also asked this question somewhere in 2011 or 12. Yes, do you know which organization he led before he became the president of USSR? Yes, Kalpesh, exactly. He was the head of KGB. In short, if those who don't know the KGB, then I just want to tell you, it is just like a RAW in India. Yes, Mossad in Israel. Yes, exactly. James Bond, in common word, we can say he was the James Bond of that. He was a very dangerous person. When he entered into politics, he captured the power, he became the president, he started reviving Russia. And the first and most important step he took, that is nationalization. Nationalization of private companies. And mostly these companies are related to the gas. The natural gas. He just nationalized it. Why? Because he realizes Russia is facing financial problem. Most important asset is there with Russia, that is gas, natural gas. So if we are going to nationalize it, then only government is going to generate the revenue and they are going to handle the situation. So let's take example in the last 20 years. Don't you think so? Russia is still an important power. Yes, Sky Say Fall. What's the name? Wow, great. Yes, don't you think so? Russia is an important power right now. At present, Russia is having stake in international relations. Yes, whether you heard about that Russian financial condition is too poor, that Russia is asking financial aid. Yes, Farooq. Yes, 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 exactly. Now you get it. Russia is the most important player, and how the best example that last time there was an allegation that Donald Trump elected as a president just because of just because of Russian intervention. It is said that because it is a political joke that Russia wants to destroy America, so that's why they supported Donald Trump. And yes, we can crack the joke over America because democracy is there. Okay, so this shows that Putin changed the Russian position in international relations. Russia is still considered as one of the most important power. Clear? But this is the one side of the coin. There is another side of the coin, and that is Russian people got one more person, and that person is a dictator. Yes, Putin is a dictator in one sense. Ashwini, no comment. No comment over that. Putin is become a dictator. Why? Let me tell you one more thing. That when the new constitution of Russia was there after 1991, what was the case? They said that president is going to serve Russia for 4 years. Clear? 4 years. The term of president is 4 years and maximum 2 terms. And maximum 2 terms means maximum 8 years a person is going to serve as a president. But what I said, since 2000, Putin is a president of Russia. Means Putin is the head of it. How? How it is possible? In 2008, Putin nominated his close associate Dmitry Medvedev as a president. Yes, his close associate Dmitry Medvedev as a president, and he became the prime minister. He didn't violate the constitution, but he took the opportunity of loopholes present in the constitution, and just for 4 years he became the prime minister of Russia. His close associate is become the president of Russia, and the relationship or their dominance continued. And what happened again in 2012? Again in 2012, Putin became president, and now amendment of constitution. Sorry. Now the amendment of constitution, and since then Russia is having president known as Vladimir Putin. Yes, because the 6 year term for presidentship is there, amendment is there. Now everything is changed. He is somehow dictator of Russia. And one more thing, Chechen. Have you ever heard about this problem, Chechen? Yes, have you heard about Chechen? At the times, I think Putin is no real man. He is a robot. He never gets old. Putin. Forget about any kind of bhai in the movie. He is really different person. Yes, Chechen, one insurgent group was present in Russia. This person launched a severe operation against them, and right now we can consider that no resistance from anyone. And this operation was so unethical that you cannot compare or you cannot imagine. Yes, Nilesh, you don't know anything? Okay, good, no problem. Yes, Chechen is a insurgent group in Russia. The demand was there, some autonomy and all. This person cleared that problem. Clear? Till this point, clear, no problem. Okay, and now this is the point we already discussed that Russia is one of the most important power in the world and it played important role in various organizations. The best example is United Nations, BRICS, then SCO, Shanghai Cooperation. Yes, SCO is another example of it. G20, G8. Clear? So these are the international platform where Russia played an important role. Yes, Akshay, they are not just an allegation, it's a reality and it is also considered as a open secret. Okay, next, India-Russia relations. As I mentioned about the background of Russia. Don't go in detail. Chechnya is different thing. Now, India-Russia relationship. Now, how it is developed? How it is developed? Initially, Russia kept a distance from India. Why? What's the problem with the Russia? Means I'm talking about after independence, after 1947 till 1953. Why? Why they kept distance from us? Yes, everyone. Yes, exactly. Nikhil. Hmm. Yes, boys and girls. What's the problem with Russia? Why they didn't have relation with India? Ashwini, please see the year. And Nam is there in 1961. But Russia thrown out of G8 group, isn't it? It is not thrown out of Russia right now a biggest power. They do not need to throw out. They left it just to pressurize the other countries. Right now, Russia is thinking to build a structure like NATO. Russia do not want to be subsidy of subsidy countries of USA. His aim and ambition is so high, and along with that, he is not aggressive as like China. Yes, everyone, please pay attention. Whatever I am saying, Putin is playing a sharp mind game that world's focus is mostly on China, and he took the advantage of it and he started strengthening his forces and he is controlling the world in one sense. Clear? So they portrayed, even Russia also portrayed China as a aggressive nation. But in background, they are having the expansionist policy. Yes, everyone. Yes, yes. MK Meal joined us. Yes, so no idea? None of you? Yes, none of you? Shall I explain? Yes, shall I explain, everyone? If you allow me, then I'm going to explain what exactly the thing is. Hmm, no idea. None of you are having idea. Okay, let me explain. Allow me to explain. Okay. As we mentioned, Russia kept distance from India. Why it is so? Because India became the member of Commonwealth. Yes, India became the member of Commonwealth. And who was the leader or the promoter of Commonwealth? Of course, Britain. And Britain was the member of NATO. Britain was the member of capitalist bloc. Yes, Britain was the member of capitalist bloc. And that's why it creates fear or prejudice in the mind of Russia. They thought that India is going to tilt towards capitalism. They never considered, and they considered democratic socialism. Are you joking? And their situation is like that. No, no, world is having two ideology only. Capitalist or communist. Democratic socialism, it's not there. And yes, you prove that. You joined the Commonwealth, that means you are capitalist. Means right now India is playing the game that yes, India and present situation. If you're rationalist, they are going to call you that leftist, rightist, communist, every. It was the same game at that time. If you are having independent sign, they said that they didn't recognize that. They said that you are capitalist. Capitalists say that you are communist. Nobody is going to recognize the independent ideology at that time. And when India joined the Commonwealth, it is confirmed for Russia that you are capitalist. Clear? So that creates a fear among Russia, and Russia kept safe distance from us. But how this relationship change? What's the reason for that? And yes, the most important reason, this point we already discussed in where? In world history, in Cold War. But still, for you, I'm going to explain in brief that due to the US policy of containment, US policy of containment, this policy of containment means to stop the spread of communism. When US pursue this policy of containment to stop the spread of communism, and how they are going to stop the spread? By supporting by financial support to that country so that they are going to end it. And very best example we have mentioned at that time, that is Greece. Clear? So when US pursued the policy to end the communism in European countries, and it was a fear factor for Russia as well. Why? Because if US are going to provide the financial aid to the other countries to end the communism, then it is a question mark over the existence of communism. So because of that reason, USSR changed their attitude towards non-capitalist country, means those who don't proclaim officially that they are capitalist country or they want to be a part of USA bloc. USSR changed their attitude towards them, and especially towards the NAM countries, because the basic important thing of these countries were, that is, independent foreign policy. They act as an alternative for the first world and second world. So as the independent means they are neither going to join with USA. So USSR took the advantage of it, and you know that India was and is the leader of NAM. So that's why Russia considered the geographical landmass of India. Along with that, USA interest in Pakistan. Clear? USA's interest in Pakistan. Pakistan fall into the trap of capitalist world by signing SETO and CENTO. So USSR considered no, India is a better option. They realize, okay, it's democratic socialism. That means democracy is there, and they are going to criticize USA, and we did it. That's why they developed a keen interest towards India. So this is a Russian point of view. What about Indian point of view? Yes, everyone. What about Indian point of view? Why India changed their attitude towards Russia, or why India took help from Russia? Because every coin is having two sides. First side I mentioned from the point of view Russia, as you all are Indian and patriot. So it's your duty to tell me why India developed friendly relation with Russia. Why not USA? Yes, everyone. I'm waiting for your answer. I mentioned from Russian point of view. I think is that clear? Yes, Farooq. But sir, there was a concept of first world, second world, and third world countries. I already explained to you. Farooq said third world being those countries who were not part of either of the two countries. Yes, I already explained. For further details, you can watch the video of now, which is available on YouTube channel. This point is clear that USSR's point of view is clear. Now, Indian point of view. Kalpesh, do you really think so that India developed the relationships with Russia in 1971 only during the Bangladesh war, or whether our relationship with Russia developed earlier as well? Yes, everyone. Why India develops a relationship with Russia? Nilesh said, as USA is a capitalist and for USA one of the friend is until their purpose was served for benefit for them. Farooq said, India-China war and we were running out of ammunition. Kalpesh Anaga said, after the war with China, we need a strong friend. And when USA provided support, okay, 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 got it. Because Pakistan is shifting towards USA and getting advantage against the India. Purvian said 1971 war, India needed help of USSR because of USA was about to attack India. You are, means most of you are telling me the 1971 situation. Take example of recent times, a day-to-day life example. As you and one person met with each other just yesterday only, and you thought that this person is interesting. Yes, after 2 days, after 2 days, if you're facing any problem, either the financial or you meet with the accident or anything, can you consider that this person is going to help you lot? Yes, everyone. Can you say that that means do you have the assurity that person is going to help you? Just you met that person 2 days ago. Whether that person is going to help you in either ways. Yes, everyone. A common sense. Of course not. Because still just now you develop the relationship. It's not a friendship. Yes, it's not a friendship. You just knew that person. But what about your school friend, college friend? Are they going to help you? Definitely, they have to, because you have right, and it's the duty of that person to help you. That person, your friend, is not going to do any charity. It's a duty because it is the rule of friendship. Friend in need, friend indeed. Clear? So when you mention about 1971, so please remember this thing. If India developed their relation with Russia in recent times in 1971, do you really think so that Russia is going to help us by taking a rivalry with USA? Is that the case? Yes, Akshay, now you're smart enough. Good. You're thinking on the rational line. Good. It's not possible without having deep friendship. Clear? Let me tell you how India started developing their relationship with USSR. Our Prime Minister, then Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, yes, the same person. Right now, everybody blame that person. Same person. Nehru visited USA. And you know that Nehru was the tallest figure in international relation at that time because he was having deep knowledge of it. And he was a external minister of India, foreign external minister. So when he visited USA, when he had a communication with USSR, and you know that India just got the freedom. India needs support from international platform for many issues. The most important issue, of course, Kashmir issue is there. Along along with that, India wants to be develop themselves. Financial position of India was worst because we suffered the colonial legacy. Along with that, partition divided our country and we lost our fertile land tracts of Punjab and Bengal. So our situation was not good. We required technical support, financial support. Yes, and we expected this thing from USA. Why USA? Because USA was the old democracy of that time and India is emerged as the largest democracy of this time. So we realizes no, USA is going to help us. But when Nehru visited, Nehru realizes this thing that USA followed real policy and USA doesn't have any interest or vested interest in India, so USA refrain themselves from supporting India. Rather than supporting India, USA supported Pakistan. Why Pakistan? Because USA want to control the Central Asia region, which was the part of USSR at that time. So USA preferred Pakistan over India and we left alone. At the same time, USSR was also feeling the same thing because of the policy of containment, and that's why Nehru placed visit to Russia, and the very next year, Russian head of the state, president, visited India, and the friendship relation developed from that time onwards. Because we realizes that without help of Russia, it's not possible for India to develop. And you know what? India developed four, three, first initially three, and later on in third 5-year plan, we established the integrated steel plant, and out of four, two integrated steel plant were the collaborative efforts of India and USSR. Yes, this is given in geography book only. Why it is so? It is the reason. Second most important thing, that is China. As we had developed a cordial relation with China, we recognized China, but the resultant of that, even we signed the Panchashil with them, but China invaded India. It's a betrayal of our trust. Yes, it's a betrayal of trust, and that's why Nehru, he was really shocked because of that, and you know that after some time he died. So that from that moment onward, we realizes we want strong support, not just a moral support, but we want to develop ourselves in strategic way as well. We want to strengthen our armed forces. We do not have that strength to compete or to fight with our neighboring state if there is attack in future. And then onwards, India started developing a close strategic relations with Russia. And you know that in 1965, the war with the Pakistan was there, and at that time, Russia supported the claim of India. Clear? And the resultant of that, yes, everybody, resultant of that Tashkent Agreement. Tashkent was in USSR. USSR played a mediator role in that. Clear? And 1971 is the best example that before that Indira Gandhi signed a friendship pact with Russia for a long time, and from then our relationship with Russia changed a lot. Yes, so 1971 is the best example of our friendship, that when USA threatened India to attack, at that time Russia threatened USA, but fortunately, or what we can say, not just for fortunate is like fate, proper planning of Indian army resulted into fall of Pakistan in East Pakistan area, and that is known as liberation of Bangladesh. Clear? So this point is clear to you, everyone. The second point is clear to you. Both the sides of coin is clear. No question, no doubt, nothing. Wait, Farooq, why you are so hurry? You want to teach here? You want to sit? If you want to teach, welcome. Please be there. Wait, I'm here only. One by one, we are going to discuss. Clear? Is that clear? This point is clear? Good. Now, India and Russia became a strategic partner. India and Russia became strategic partner means we support each other in terms of need, as the friendship pact is there. Even Russia supplied the arms and ammunition to India. Yes, arms and ammunition to India. But our relationship is not the relation of buyer and seller. Means sorry, seller and buyer. Means it is not the case that Russia is selling the product and we are purchasing it. It is not the case. We are having a special relation, that is this strategic relation is having this angle, that is joint developers. India and Russia is a joint developer. We are not having the selling partnership. We are developing the things with each other. Do you have any good example of our joint partnership or joint development in the fields of military arms ammunition? Yes, it's okay, Farooq. It's okay. Yes, do you have any example that India and Russia develop something jointly? Yes, boys and girls? Yes, Anaga, BrahMos is the best example. It is a combination of the two words, Brahmaputra and Moscow. Clear? BrahMos missile. It is a cruise missile. When nobody is ready to provide us this cruise missile technology, because in international what we can say context, there was a limitation, that is 300 kilometer, as this thing is not there in the books and all. If you go to the range of BrahMos, you will get to know the BrahMos. This is a supersonic cruise missile. The range is 290 kilometer. Why 290? Because one barrier is there in international thing, that is technology cannot be transferred to a country which is not a signatory of NPT. 300 kilometer is a limit. So we and Russia uses our brain and we reduce that. So now we are having technology. Along with that, one more is there. Yes, exactly, Farooq. Cryogenic engine, cryogenic engine. Russia provided that, and because of this cryogenic engine, we studied lot, and finally, it is one of the most important aspect of GSLV. Clear? In GSLV is having three stages: solid propellant, liquid propellant, and cryogenic. Clear? So, because of help of Russia only, we developed it. India did the reverse engineering only. Yes, sometimes we failed, but right now India developed that technology, and because of this cryogenic engine, India is going to send the heaviest satellites in the sky. Yes, yes, exactly. Along with that, any other example of our joint development? Can we consider T-90 tank? Yes. Can we consider T-90 tank? Yes, this tank is known by one more name. Do you know the name of this T-90 tank? What, guys and girls? It's a Bhishma. It's not Arjun, it's a Bhishma. Yes, exactly, Purbain. T-70, T-90 tanks. Bhishma tank. It is a joint collaboration between India and Russia. Along with that, how can you forget this? Most of the time when we have the joint collaboration, we have this BrahMos only. How can you forget that Sukhoi, our fighter plane, Sukhoi, means before Rafale, Sukhoi is the most important asset in Indian Air Force. It is a joint collaboration. Clear, everyone? Now you get it. Our relationship with Russia is not a relation of seller and buyer. It is a, yes, exactly, proven. Sukhoi, joint developers. Clear? This point is clear? Okay. Next, recently, India and Russia elevated their level. Yes, whatever the relation we are having with Russia, we elevated the level and we mentioned this thing, that is special and privilege. Special and privileged strategic partnership. Earlier we were strategic partners. Here we mention earlier we were the strategic partner, but now India and Russia elevated their status, and now we are having special and privilege. It is just like earlier we were friends, now we are BFF. Yes, Farooq, exactly. Our space program, even the Aryabhat, the first satellite launched by India through Soyuz, even, even, you know that when first Indian human went to space, that is Rakesh Sharma, it is just because of Russia. Clear? So India is not having just restricted relationship with the Russia. All the aspects are covered in our relationship. Now we upgraded. Get it? Earlier we were friends. Now we are BFF. Is that clear to all of you? Yes, is that clear? Next, Russia supported India's claim over Jammu and Kashmir. That is most important thing because Russia uses veto power lots of time in support of India. Along with that, Russia supported India in war against Pakistan, that is known as Bangladesh Liberation War. So we had this cordial relationship with Russia for a long time. Yes, we had the cordial relationship with Russia for a long time. But this but always comes. Currently, Russia trained Indian astronaut for first human space mission. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. That's why the status is given special and privilege. I don't think so. You got the meaning of BFF. That's why you're still confused. Because BFF is a different thing. You can do anything for that. Clear? But this but comes in between. Why this but? Means Russian situation is like that while watching India after 1991. Russian were like this. दोस्त ना रहा प्यार प्यार ना clear how it is possible how it happened after 1991 fall of USSR and yes India wants support India wants help do you remember while discussing Indo-US relationship we mentioned this point that India wants help from international platform India wants to take the advantage of that situation and after decline of USSR. So that's why India realizes that USA is the only country which can help India to fulfill their demand. So India wants help and the only option at that time was USA. So since then India USA relationship developed. Yes, India USA relationship developed. You know that recently our beloved Prime Minister called then US President with what we can say singular name Barack and they used to have a friendly talk. Once upon a time it was not the situation. Once upon a time meeting with a US President is the most difficult task for Indian Prime Minister. I'm not talking about 2014 pre. I'm talking about pre 1991. Situation was different. Clear? But right now, as you know that US President visited India and we organized a magnificent program to welcome that person in Gujarat and during the time of pandemic as well. So we managed everything. Why? How it is possible? This shows India's closeness towards US. And that don't you think so that there is no noise from my side, Neha? Nothing is there. Only birds are there. Okay. And maybe if the noise is more, then sorry for inconvenience, but nothing is there. Only birds are tweeting. Don't you think so that India is having closeness with USSR, hurting the interest of Russia? Russia and USA and Russia is having this relationship. They were the opponents of each other. So when India is developing their relationship, close relationship with USA, they have freedom of expression as well. I can't stop them. Yes, sorry for inconvenience, but it's natural. Sorry. What I'm saying? Yes, that USA versus Russia is the situation. it was the situation. And when India started developing a close relationship with USA, it hurts the Russia. It hurts their sentiment, as I said in the song. Yes, it was their situation. So as you know that it is an international relation. Here no one is permanent friend and no one is permanent enemy. Clear? When India is doing so, Russia wants to pressurize India, and that's why this but again comes from their side, and Russia started developing relationship with Pakistan. Yes, because of the India's closeness with USA, Russia also played the same game. That Russia started developing relation with Pakistan. For a long time, they supported India's claim. Now their statement changed. Their statement changed. And Indians were like, means Indian foreign policy is like, what? How can you do with that? How can you develop the relationship with the Pakistan? Russians said the same thing. Why with USA? We were there with you. Then still you develop that. If you can do that thing, why not we? In modern context, in recent time, it is very famous statement in me. Toddy friendship, friendship, and Assi friendship is enmity. Is that the case? Means you said USA is your friend as well as Russia is your friend. Russia is saying the same thing. We have friendship with India as well as Pakistan. And this creates a problematic situation for India. What to do? Because we do not want to hurt Russia as well as we do not want to lose the friendship with USA. This is the dilemma between India and India and Russia relationship. And recently, this is a open secret that India failed to balance it, and Indian foreign policies should have to take care of it. So, what is the present situation between India and Russia? How India is going to tackle this situation? We are going to see. So, till this point, is that clear to all of you? Farooq said stuck in the love triangle. Yes, everyone? Is that clear? Whatever the points I mentioned, is that clear to you? Let's see how India is going to deal with that, or how India dealt with that. Clear? Next, in the next lecture, we are going to discuss these important aspects, that is defense cooperation, economic relation, energy cooperation, nuclear cooperation, science and tech cooperation, and cooperation in space. Clear? So these are the most important topic which is having very significance in international relation. Along with that, these factors decided our current relationship with the Russia. Clear? So in the next lecture, we are going to discuss this thing, and please do not forget that I'm going to take the second part of Indo-Russia relationship over the app. Means, yes, Unacademy app. Those who haven't downloaded it, please download this app. And most probably today only I'm going to take this special session. Along with that, one more important information for you. Yes, do not pack up the things. Yes, you are not in school or you are not in the class so that you have to travel. You are at your home only. So please have some patience. Whatever I am saying, it is most important. Probably today or by tomorrow, I am going to discuss the questions of the previous year question papers of world history and how to solve it. Yes, yesterday only while discussing the what we can say decolonization of Africa, I discussed two important questions which were asked in the examination. So those who haven't watched it, please do watch. You will get the exact idea how to deal with the such unexpected question. Clear? Along with that, I'm going to tell you the structure, how you can means what we can say, how can you get the meaning of it, and how you're going to write the answer format. Because if the answer format is clear, anybody is going to write the answer. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to do that thing. And one more thing, that is, in means next or in coming 2 or 3 days, I'm going to launch the basic aspects of economy, the lectures on basic concepts of economy. Please do watch it. Don't miss it. Yes, maybe it will help you. I am, how can I say that? It will definitely help. You have to decide whether it is going to help you or not. But it's my sincere efforts so that I can help you to achieve your dream. Yes. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. And those who want to join with me, you can join with me at my Telegram channel, and everybody knew about the Telegram address, that at Unacademy underscore Harsh V10. This is my and if you like the video, please like button is there. If you like the video, please like it. If you really like the way of teaching, please dedicate your hearts on the app, and please follow me on this channel so that you will get the more update. And if you really want to ask the question, then you can ask directly on our app. Yes, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much for your valuable time. Have a good day, great day.